AJ Spellacy is still here. What's gone into that decision?
Just he's had a great camp. Give him another look as we get closer to the real thing and bigger, fuller lineups, and give him that experience before he heads back.
Is that also, sorry.
No, I just thought he's a big guy, skates well. He looks good here in the NHL, but he's probably got some things to work on. But we just thought he's earned an opportunity to play in a game closer to the regular season.
Is it also a reward for him to how well he's played?
Absolutely, I think that's probably the biggest reason why he's still here. He's earned that. He's earned that for sure.
Has he? I mean, it's probably an obvious answer, but has he exceeded your expectations? I mean, he's a third-round pick. He's 18. You don't typically see guys like that be able to stand up at this level.
Yeah. I was excited to hear about, he's only been playing this high-level competitive hockey for a few years, coming out of high school in Ohio and then going to a junior team, and then just a big guy that skates, and we heard his progression was really elevating quickly at that level, so I think that's what inspired the team to draft him, and it's always exciting to hear about a guy that can skate and play the game and is a bit of a student of the game and learns it quickly. So coaches love that. So he's a great kid. Just even talking to him about today, a little bit about the 5-on-3 the other day, he got thrown out. We just threw him out. He's a big guy that can skate and he's good in the face-off. So we did get it out at the beginning of that 5-on-3, and I think they scored right when the guy came out of the box. But I think he just wasn't sure. About talking it over with him today, you could tell he's picking it up, and he's not just glazed over and yeah, okay, but just still doesn't understand. You can tell he understands when you tell him something.
Does it send a message to the other guys too that are on the bubble when they see somebody like that stick for a little longer? Yeah,
I think it's always training camps for some people. It's just a stressful time and a bit of a bundle of nerves, but it's professional sports, and whoever performs the best when it's on the line is the guys that deserve to be there. So that's just the way it is, and there's always a new kid on the block that's going to take your position. It's the oldest cliche in sports, and you have to be ready and earn your spot every year and every day, really. So I think it just maybe it reminds you that young guys are coming, and we're pushing ahead, and we want to get better, and whoever's going to be the best is going to be here.
Do you have any update on Kaiser?
Nothing yet. Hopefully we'll know more in the next few days, and it'd be great to have him back. I thought he had a good start to camp, so we're looking forward to getting him back.
Is he able to do anything? Gym?
Yeah, he's doing some gym stuff, but we're hoping to get him back soon and get more of an update in the next few days, I think, at the least. Yeah.
Do you have a timeline for this week where you want to make cuts? Do you have that last game? Do you want to have the roster on ice?
It's a weird one because it's a bus trip up to Milwaukee, so we might not take the full lineup there. To me, it'll be more the next two games. We'll try and dress a fuller lineup and work on some special teams and work on our total game, really. And I thought our game has gotten better, really, from the first game. I know we scored 2 goals. We're up 2-1 at one point, I think, in the first game. And, I thought the next game in Detroit, I know we didn't score, but I thought we played at a really good pace, is the way we wanted to play, and it was a younger lineup. And we kind of hung in there with them for a while. And then I thought last game, I thought really good start, great first period. Probably could have scored. I think the first shift of the second period would have put us up 3-0. I think it might have held. Unfortunately, they got a bounce off of us in the third period, and then a little bit of scrambly play in the second half of the game. But I still liked how we're progressing a little bit in different areas for each game. And I thought the penalty killing was much better. Power play looked sharper last game. And that's what we're looking to do, is just kind of build up every game. And that's not just training camp, that's through the season all the way to the end.
What adjustments have you made on special teams, I guess starting with the power play and as you work on it more in camp?
You know what, I think we still haven't had a full lineup, and we try and practice the guys that are playing the next game to get some organization. But I think just the quick movement, look to shoot and converge when we can. We're a team, just like 5-on-5, when we shoot more, it looks like we're skating and moving, we're picking up rebounds, and we're getting more ozone time. So that's what you want in the power play as well. Because usually the defenders are standing still, so you have a bit of a beat on that loose puck to get it. And that's what we want to do. We want to move the puck quick, get the penalty killers tired, and converge when they crack a little bit, and then try and capitalize on that. And I think that's every team's motto. You're looking for that seam pass when someone breaks down and doesn't cover it, or you're looking when they don't cover the shot lane and you get a shot and a tip in front, or a shot and a rebound in front. It's kind of simple. If you keep it simple, I think, and you score early in the game, which we did last game, I think if you get and you work to get more power plays, I think other things open up, because they're worried about the last goal you scored and how you scored it. They think that's the next play coming, and we got to know and stay a step ahead of that and think, we scored that way, let's look at other options now off of that, because they're going to cover it. See what's open. There's got to be something open when there's 5-on-4. You have to find it.
In that same vein, with some more veterans, are you making any adjustments to the defensive scheme?
Not really, except just more execution this year. I think as we're getting closer, we seem to be getting a little bit more comfortable, a little bit better when we don't have the puck. And if we don't have it and we're tired, we have to be comfortable to stay on the inside, maybe squeeze it a little tighter. And I think that's somewhere where we can get a little more patient at, and realize that if we're a little tired, maybe let's pull back, let them skate around the outside for a few seconds, take your breath, and then when it's time to strike again, I think that's when we have to have hard, heavy sticks, way more this year than we did last year, and have the guy in behind come and scoop that loose puck and go. And sometimes, I think, be comfortable, make a strong play. If it's an icing, it's an icing. And not to get stuck in our D zone for the long minute and a half shifts. I think that's what you lose momentum and you get your players tired. So no change on it, but just more execution.
What have you made of Frank Nazar's training camp and preseason so far?
I think he started off great, and as the games are going on here, everybody gets a little bit fatigued and tired, and I think Frank's had a little bit of that at times, but he's got a great attitude. You talk to him, he's here and he's willing to learn, and he's not afraid to battle out there. I like his battle level. So he's going to be a guy that's going to have another opportunity to play again, and just to hopefully get a couple days that aren't playing consecutive games, and just show his best and have the best at the last is probably going to be the best scenario for him. A young guy, he's trying to make the team, and I think that's what he has to do. He's had a pretty good camp. I think there's times where we need a little more juice out of him during the shifts, and I think that's fatigue maybe setting in for a first-year guy, first full camp. He was here at the end of last year a little bit, but he was riding on a high and playing lots and ready to go at that time of the year. I think this is a great learning experience for a young guy. Unfortunately, the guys that are in college, they can't come to training camp, so they don't ever get that experience until that first one.
What have you thought that Kevin Korchinski skated that highest ice time in both games for either team over the weekend? What did you think of his performances?
Yeah, no, I thought Kevin played better as the game went along last game, and that's tough to do when you're playing back-to-back and traveling both days. But you know what? He's a great skater. That's one of his best abilities, and I thought he used it well. And right to the end, and I thought he was right in a great position on even the overtime goal. Unfortunately, the guy got the shot off and made a nice shot, but I thought he played with a little bit of composure at the end of the game in the third period and in overtime, and he had to have been tired and fatigued. And I think that's a very good sign when you can a defenseman playing that's going to play a lot of minutes in this league, to show that they can play when they're a little bit tired. That was a big plus for him.
Did you like Korshev's?
Yeah, I love Kersh. He's been good all camp. I know he had a little bit of an injury coming into camp that held him off the first few days, and I thought, or going into it anyways, and I thought he played with a lot of pace and great speed. Beautiful goal. Thought that's what we want to promote more, is catch release, and I thought that's what he did on that goal.
Throughout camp, have you had a chance to get to know guys on a personal level, maybe learn some things about them that you didn't know before?
Yeah, a little bit. I think everybody thought Laurent Brossoit was from Quebec, but I guess he's a Western Canadian guy and doesn't speak French, or I don't know if he does, but that was kind of neat. And then his wife is expecting a baby, and then Ryan Donato and his wife they just welcomed their new daughter to the family and to the team. So it's great to catch up with the guys that you don't see all summer, and you know, I mean, just asking them what they did over the summer, and you know, just having normal conversations that you would on anybody on the street, because we want to have a little bit of normalcy with our relationships. So there's, I think, a comfort level there that when there is something wrong, I can go and talk to them, or not wrong, but you know, what I mean, like we want to, when it's professional, we can be comfortable enough to come, but knowing it's professional relationships now, but we were comfortable to approach that because we have a personal kind of bond and you know, I mean, mutual respect outside of the game.
You left out your future defenseman, Tucker Murphy.
Exactly, but I think because Murph has been here for so long, I just expected that you would know that. But that was great. You know, that's I think he's had a great couple of years, Murph. You know what I mean? Getting married and then having a baby. So there's lots of babies in the probably at the Christmas skate this year, so it'll be fun.
We all silly like the mayor.